there was some news. I don't know if you're aware of this, Ben. The two main running backs. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so first of all, Dalvin Cook signed a 1 year up to, I think it was $8 million deal with the Jets.
That's a lot.
I don't know how much of that was guaranteed, but it was a significant.
I think it was like
change.
$7 million is guaranteed.
Okay, it was a lot. It was a lot of money for a 1 year deal for Dalvin Cook.
Saquon Barkley only makes $9 million.
Jeez, jeez, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that
doesn't help the situation either.
It doesn't.
That makes you feel
really
even worse.
Doesn't.
I'm like, they're actually paying him a lot of money, so it's not like they got a throwaway here.
Well, regardless, Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets. Breece Hall then was immediately activated off the PUP. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
They signed him, and
they threw a bone to all the Hall owners. At least he's playing.
Hey, he's healthy.
Ish.
Okay. Ish. Apparently not. We're signing Dalvin Cook. Really what this is Aaron Rodgers took that massive $35 million pay cut, but it was one of those pay cuts where he said, okay, I'll take a pay cut, but you need to go sign somebody. And they said, okay, we'll go sign Dalvin Cook.
You need to get me everything I want.
And they were like, sure, whatever you want.
They need to do like, and it looks like they are, like do what Tom Brady did when he went to Tampa. Like, I'm coming to Tampa.
Yep.
But I want this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and I'll win you a Super Bowl.
And yep. And that's what's happening. Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall. How are we feeling about it?
We probably should have seen this coming. I mean, obviously there are the reports a couple weeks ago. Nothing ever really came of it, but we knew they were more than likely bringing in someone. Now, that being said, Dalvin Cook's probably worst case scenario. I thought, if they had brought somebody in Leonard Fournette, who was really showing signs of slowing down the past couple years, Kareem Hunt doesn't really scare me too much. But I think Dalvin Cook is a significant signing, especially look at what they're paying him. From a football move, it makes sense. They're going to try to preserve Breece Hall. They're all in to win this year, and I get that. And they don't want to, in the process, rush Breece Hall back, get him hurt again, and basically ruin him for years to come. So you bring in Dalvin Cook. Obviously it sucks for Breece Hall owners. I still think he has value, and over the back half of the season, he will still be good, I think. He won't be the league winner like I think we thought. He's a capped RB2 probably, but still an RB2 back half of the season, I think. The start of the season is where it's going to sting because I think they're really going to take their time easing him in with Dalvin Cook. Yeah. I don't know where you have him ranked. I dropped Breece Hall to around running back 20, and I've got Dalvin around 25 for me.
So funny you should mention that because I have also got Dalvin Cook at RB25, and I have also got Breece Hall at RB20. Yeah.
I'm glad we are on the same page.
I wonder, how did you arrive at those rankings? Because I definitely had, I was thinking about it, and I was just trying to figure out, how is this going to play out? What's the story of this season going to be? Because I think if we look at RB20 for Breece Hall, obviously a lot of people see Dalvin Cook get signed and the RB8 season or whatever we had envisioned for Breece Hall goes out the window. But I don't know how you view it, but in terms of the story of Breece Hall's season, the story of Dalvin Cook's season, how do you sort of see this thing playing out?
Yeah, I think, at least for the first few weeks, it's definitely going to be more Dalvin Cook focused, I believe. So it's going to be a slow start for Breece, which is what they want, why they're bringing him in the first place, is so they don't have to rush him back. Because, I mean, historically, it is tough for these running backs coming off this injuries. Unless your name is Adrian Peterson or somebody, you just don't have a top 5 season coming off an ACL more than likely. So on that front, we probably should have seen it coming. But we've also been betting on Breece Hall for the back half of the season, which, again, I don't see him being top 5 like we were probably envisioning for him being, last 6 games of the year, he's scoring 25 points a game. But I think he can still be a pretty good RB2, because I think as the season goes along, he's going to get a bigger workload. And towards the end, he's going to be the lead back instead of them easing him in.
Okay. We are 100% on the same page, because that's how I feel about it too. I think early on, Breece Hall's probably not going to be, he'll be involved, but not incredibly involved. And when I was calculating my projections, I was factoring in a lower volume workload for the first 4 to 5 weeks of the year for Breece Hall, and then raising it a little bit, maybe only 13 carries a game, but still involved, but more of a 50-50 split for the next 8-ish weeks. And then from there on out, factoring in Breece Hall at more of a 15 to 17 carries a week, and then Dalvin Cook in more of that supporting role, maybe 8 to 10 carries a week. Because I do think there will come a point where Breece Hall takes over the backfield, and it might not be till closer to the fantasy playoffs, but I just think he's too good. Dalvin Cook will get some wear and tear on his body throughout the season, and should he ever miss time,
it's assuming both guys stay healthy the whole season.
Right. What really was surprising about this, it was uncanny how much these stats and honestly the fantasy finishes looked like Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams from 2 years ago. They look identical.
It'll be to where Breece Hall is the better back. But they're paying Dalvin Cook a lot of money, and they are intentionally not going to overwork Breece Hall.
Right. Yeah, I've got, in terms of carry totals right now, I've got Breece Hall projected for 212 on the season, and I've got Dalvin Cook projected for 220.
I'm guessing towards the beginning of the season, I'm expecting a big Dalvin Cook workload, and like you said, probably 50-50. This is, I don't know if it's perfect, best case scenario, I don't know. First 6 weeks, it's probably Dalvin 70-30. Then you get closer to 50-50, and toward the end of the season, I'm guessing it's probably more of a 60-40 Breece Hall, the last 5 games or so.